Hi, my name is Denny Lane. I'm Director of Product Marketing and Management here at Stratus. And the goal of this video is to introduce you folks at VMware to some of our thoughts on the advantages of running Oracle databases on a fault-tolerant server in a virtualized environment. Virtualization, as you well know, is a major industry trend today. But one of the areas that has not moved as quickly is the RISC Unix world, to embrace the benefits of virtualization and start to move those mission-critical workloads. So what I want to talk about today is what are those challenges and how can our three companies work together to really open up this market. Unix RISC customers running Oracle. What is their objection to moving over into the x86 environment? Well, the challenges are many of the same things that we see in the x86 space: decentralization, sprawl, paying for too many server licenses. But also, they're building it on top of legacy platforms. Concerned about older platforms, concerned about having talent that's able to run these older systems as people start to retire. And the complexity involved. Today in Oracle, to get that level of availability, they use RAC. RAC works, but it's very complex and it's extremely expensive. Is there a better way to do it? But what they're also used to is extremely reliable, proven environments that they have today that are enormously scalable, and they provide high availability that their business partners are used to receiving. But one of the most important is the service and maintenance capability. These really are mainframe level platforms, and they're expecting that level of service. 7 by 24, pick up the phone, somebody's going to solve your problem and not point you in a different direction. So how do we help move them over to a Oracle environment running on VMware? Let's look at that. So running Oracle in a vSphere environment really should be a no-brainer. It solves so many of these issues. Efficiency, very easy to manage and support within the rest of the infrastructure. Consolidation, able to get the maximum workloads out of a fewer number of systems. And cost reductions for efficiencies that we just spoke about, as well as the individual license costs. It's just a much better solution. So is it possible to change the perception of these Unix RISC customers, to introduce them to the benefits of VMware without sacrificing any of the stability and availability that they're used to? Yes. The answer is combine the technology of a Stratus fault-tolerant server. So our servers are fully fault-tolerant. So it's not just redundant components. We don't have failures. We eliminate failures in the system. So there is no failover like you have with a cluster. There is no need to have fail-avoiding software like RAC. So you can eliminate the complexities of Oracle RAC and the substantial cost therein. Proven technology. Stratus has been around 30 years, longer than Sun, longer than Dell. We've been running the most mission-critical workloads at stock exchanges around the world, banks, drug companies, 911 systems. So absolutely mission-critical fault tolerance. Stratus uses industry-standard architectures. We run the latest Intel, Nehalem, Xeon microprocessors. We run Windows right out of the box, Red Hat Linux right out of the box, even VMware's vSphere right out of the box. No special modifications required. The most important aspect probably is our support. We provide 7 by 24 true mainframe level support around the world. You have an issue, you get a human on the phone. We dispatch the parts that you can just slide in, the computer continues to run, and the machine automatically resynchronizes. So really reduces the level of technical knowledge you need at the site, but gives you truly the highest level of support that you can get in the industry today. So what we hope to introduce you to is the idea that there's a compelling need in the market to help move the Oracle Unix RISC customers over into an x86 environment running vSphere, and you tuck an FT server underneath that, you then eliminate the majority of the objections that those Unix users have today. So I encourage you to look into this. We'll attach some additional documentation and another whiteboard session that gives you some more detail on how we do what we do. We look forward to working closely with you and really exploit this opportunity. Thank you.